One. Hi, welcome to the FIZZ. Is that what we're calling the show?
Yes.
Good,
Yes.
good. Hi. God, this show's off to a great start, isn't it? Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the FIZZ. This is a show that my brother Ben and I thought up. By the way, I'm Ben Lensenmayer. This is Ben Lensenmayer.
Hi.
This is a show idea we thought up on our birthday. We went to a restaurant that had a bunch of weird sodas. And we thought, hey, we could review a bunch of these. Here's how the show works. We're going to review the sodas chilled, and then we're going to review them warm. We're going to give you a little background on the company, and yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing. The reason is because a soda tastes different when it's chilled. And there's actually science to support this.
But it's hard to explain.
We're not smart.
No.
We are idiots. But we know how to drink things and describe things that we've drank. Drink-a-winkle.
This is called Red Rock. It's a grape soda. A bit about Red Rock. Red Rock was a company that produced a cola and a ginger ale in Atlanta, Georgia, and started in 1885. I'm assuming the same reason a ton of other soda companies started in 1885, which was just to add a sort of medicinal something. And they lasted kind of long. Grape was just about as fruity as they got, as far as I was able to find. They did make a cola, which is a nut. They did make a ginger ale, which is an herb, or herb if you're from not America. And then they made the grape, and then they went out of business. They went out of business pretty much, went out of business after 1959 or so. And the reason is they just kind of lost touch. And Royal Crown and Coca-Cola and Pepsi were really taking over the markets, more so Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Especially in the 60s. And pretty much what ended up happening is Red Rock sort of tanked and didn't produce anything until recently. I couldn't find a year for this, but recently they were bought out by a parent company in the Dominican Republic. So that's good. It still says Atlanta, Georgia on the bottle. I'm guessing that's because Red Rock, the brand name, is from Atlanta, Georgia. So let's try it out.
And this is chilled, correct?
Yes, this is chilled.
This is chilled grape.
Yes.
How much sugar is in it? How many grams of sugar? Just,
Whew.
48
48 grams.
They're not sponsoring us, by the way. We're not getting paid.
So this is it chilled in our Western Michigan University.
Yeah,
Scott
Western
class.
Michigan, the good university. It's like grape Fanta but sweeter.
Yeah, it's a lot sweeter, probably because of the 48 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, all I could really taste, I'm getting, as I breathe out,
Yeah.
I'm getting,
It comes back
Oh,
to
yeah.
haunt you.
as I breathe out, I'm getting a lot more of the actual grape in there. Just got a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
I just got a lot of sugar, and it wasn't even that much carbonation. Really, it's pretty good. I would drink it on the reg, but I mean, it's just a little too sweet for some people. I know some people who don't like sweet sodas at all.
Yeah, now we gotta drink it warm. It's gonna be really sweet.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be really sweet. So let's try it out.
It's a lot like carbonated cough syrup.
It's really, really sweet.
It's kind of sweet, and it's kind of, I found it somewhat viscous.
Really?
I don't think I should have found it viscous. It's all right. It's definitely 48 grams of sugar in there.
Would you like it better chilled or
Chilled.
Yeah, you'd like it better chilled.
I would like it much better chilled.
And who would you recommend this soda to?
Anybody who likes the sweeter sodas, anybody who's a fan of root beers or anything like that, I would suggest it to them warm.
I wouldn't say cream sodas because that's not as sweet as a cream soda.
Oh no.
No.
I would, if I was going to suggest it to someone chilled, probably a fan of Fanta. I mean, definitely, it tastes a lot like a Fanta.
Does
Maybe
it taste similar to other grapes you've had, like the knee-high and the new grape?
no. The reason is because a lot of the grapes that I've had are kind of metallic in taste.
Really?
Especially new grape. New grape tastes like it's iron and grape flavor. It tastes like Earn Brew, only with grape instead of kerosene. And the thing about it is this Red Rock stuff. It's just not as metallic. I've tasted a lot of grape sodas. I really enjoy grape sodas, and it just makes a lot more sense to have a less metallic grape. But I mean, this is artificially flavored anyways, and grape is kind of hard to synthesize.
Yeah.
Without making it metallic. A lot of flavors are that way.
It's kind of like orange.
Oh yeah.
You know, orange is a very hard flavor to work with.
But if you're a fan of Fanta, or definitely not new grape, but if you're a fan of Fanta,
Red Rock.
go ahead, try this out. It's a bit sweeter and it's a bit sharper when it's chilled.
Cool.
So let's go on to the next one.
The next one, we're gonna have 2 per show, by the way, and we're keeping that in. So this next one is actually a really weird one that I've never really seen before. It's from a place called the Pop Shop.
It's green flavored.
It's green. It's flavored green. But the Pop Shop, and for those of you who do not live where we do, okay, we live in Virginia, so we don't live north enough to call it pop, but we don't live south enough to call everything cola. So we call this soda, this carbonated beverage that doesn't have any alcohol in it. We call it a soda. This is the weirdest research I've ever done on a soda. Okay, I went to the Pop Shop website, popshop.co.ca, I think, and it was this weird flash integrated thing. We'll link it in the description. This is Lime Rickey. So this is actually flavored after a cocktail. And a little bit about the Pop Shop. It officially started in London, Ontario in 1969. Then it went out of business around 1983, which I think is horribly ironic because this description I'm going to read in a second. Now, the reason they went under in 1983 was because back in the day, they sold this in a really odd way. They sold this stuff, they sold their sodas in refillable bottles. And they sold them so that you could only get them at their stores across Canada.
Why?
And so they revived the brand back in 2004. And it's been going strong ever since. Good job on them. But this description of their Lime Rickey soda. We know this guy named Elliot, who can break dance a little bit, and he assured us that the 80s were directly inspired by Lime Rickey's loud neon color and explosive citrus flavor, and lack of Pop Shop soda. We weren't sure if he just made that up, and then he did this crazy spin on his head, and we knew he was legit.
So there you go. If someone does a crazy spin on their head,
They know
legit.
everything about the 80s. Everything. Let's try this out.
There goes our dog.
We'll be editing that out, so. Are you kidding me? Stop barking. Okay, so. So now we're going to try this out. This is the chilled Lime Rickey soda. Obviously, it's lime flavored.
Well, we hope it's lime flavored.
Yeah, it might be. Judging by the color, look at this. Judging by the color, it might be absinthe. How does it
Smells
smell?
a little. Have you ever been on a bus and like someone
pukes on the bus and they put that pink sawdust on it?
smells like that pink sawdust?
Yeah,
it smells like
that.
Lysol. You ever clean your floors?
Yeah. I like that. It tastes like it too. I like it.
Yikes. It's
It really sticks around in your throat, doesn't it?
It's sharp,
It is.
which means there's a lot more carbonation than flavor.
Yeah.
It's not too carbonated, which is the thing. How many grams of sugar in there?
How many grams of sugar? Sugar's only 37.
Okay,
So not.
it is exactly what I picture the color green tastes like. And that's not a good thing. Because it's supposed to be lime flavored. Just like grapes, lime is kind of hard to synthesize.
Yeah.
As far as I understand, is this artificially?
I don't know. It doesn't say. I don't.
It
think.
doesn't say. Of course, it doesn't.
It's Canada.
It's probably artificially
Probably got
flavored.
asbestos in it if it's Canadian.
It's probably artificially flavored, and the reason I can tell that, it tastes more like cleaning fluid.
Yeah.
It tastes more like pine salt.
Yeah.
And that's what I always picture lime tasting like if it's artificially flavored, because it does always taste like that if it's artificially flavored. I can understand that it's hard to get that flavor down,
now,
and it's hard to do it. It's hard to do it naturally. You were saying?
Now, I have a little bit of a bias here. I like lime flavored anything. Lime is one of my favorite flavors. That being said, I don't think this tastes a lot like lime. Not like the limes I've had. Usually the limes I have are very sour. This isn't sour, but it's not sweet either. It's kind of a middle, sort of the uncanny valley of
The word
sodas.
you're looking for is terrible.
No, I think it's really good. I think it's really good. But we have to have it warm. You have to have it warm, obviously. So, now warm, this should be really interesting because it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. And it tastes like pine salt cold. I taste a little bit more lime. But overall, it still tastes like pine salt. To me.
It does taste just an awful lot like pine salt. And the worst part about it is that you can't clean your floors with it.
Yeah. No, don't clean your floors with this. I would recommend this to people who like fruity sodas, but don't like all the sweetness that usually comes with them. And there's a lot of, like, you know, strawberry and cherry sodas that are very, very sweet. People who don't like cream sodas, like me, get kind of bored with all the sweetness, and they want something a little different. They want something a little more, you know, tangy. And so that's how I would describe this drink, is tangy. I would definitely recommend it to people who are looking for something tangy, or are looking for something unique.
I would say that if I was going to recommend this, Lime Rickey, I would recommend it to the CIA to use in their blacklist torture methods.
Their enhanced interrogation.
Interrogation. No, I would recommend this to a couple of people. People who like ginger beer. People who like seltzer water. Maybe. Maybe. And overall, if you're just looking for something to have a good laugh about, and you're really into sodas,
Yeah.
Lime Rickey, because the bottle, the description, the story of the company is just outrageously strange, and even the color of this.
Yeah.
I mean, the color of this. I would recommend it just to look at.
Just look at it. It looks like some weird science goo.
Theater programs who need science goo.
Yeah. Yeah. You could use this easily as a prop.
So yeah, the Red Rock, I would recommend to anybody with a taste for grapes. Red Rock, I'd rate it about 3.5. This I'd rate it about 2. Because
I think
this at least has a flavor.
Yeah, I think the Red Rock doesn't taste like grape. I mean, it does taste like grape sodas, but it doesn't taste like grape.
Exactly.
Obviously. But I feel like if you want a sort of authentic grape kind of taste, you kind of have to go for something a little more metallic. Like the New Grape or the Knee High or the Boylan's is very good without that metallic taste. The Red Rock, I would rate at about 3.5 stars chilled, maybe 3 stars warm. This stuff I think is wonderful. It's not lime. I don't think it tastes like lime, but I feel like it's a really good soda. It's a really interesting, unique soda. And I would rate this chilled 4.5 stars and warm about 4. So, yeah, these sodas are better chilled, but you can drink them at all just fine.
Definitely.
Thank you very much to our family for supporting the show. Thank you very much to you for watching, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. We don't know when the episodes are coming out. Unfortunately, we don't have a very set schedule.
Remember to keep your friends close, your enemies closer, and your sodas in the fridge.